Is a plant-based diet really the way to go? Veganism as well as vegetarianism has become way more prominent over the years as we discover all the benefits that come from indulging in this type of lifestyle. With a plant-based diet, there are multiple benefits that come from this, not only including the matter of health, but as well as the benefits it brings to the environment itself. Perhaps eliminating meat from our diets really is the way to go. Currently, our food system is very unsustainable as well as it's destroying the environment overall. The overuse of animal livestock leads to deforestation, extinction, as well as habitat decrease. And the amount of land that's used for livestock goes straight to deforestation. And as well as the loss of critical carbon sink accelerates completely into climate change. And that's the last push that we need at the moment. In an article from the Physicians Committee that was published in 2024, it states that reducing livestock herds would also reduce emissions of methane, which is the second largest contributor to global warming after carbon dioxide. Massive amounts of greenhouse gases are used to upkeep with the meat industry, and they're aggressively abused. And the excessive amounts of overproduction are straight up killing the planet. If production remains unregulated by 2050, meat and dairy farms will account for greenhouse gas emissions. And with all these environmental issues, you would think people would be more willing to make an effort to follow a plant-based diet, but there's a lot of things that people don't know about it. There's a lot of barriers that come with that, of course. Not everyone is just ignorant, doesn't want to help, just they don't know how to help. And they might not even see the connections from their food choices to climate change. There's a lot of lack of awareness and as well as affordability. Plant-based food is limited in low-income areas, and as well as not only that, it could be a taste preference for some people as well. And they might have specific food habits too. That's not the case for everyone, of course, but some may lack awareness as well as they're just unaware of the environmental impact that their food choices cause. They might not know anything even about the meat industry. They just know they need to cook dinner. And meat alternatives are more expensive than meat products, I will agree with that. And making vegetarian less accessible to people is only harming us more than anything. Now you might be thinking, well, what are we supposed to do about it? What can we do? There's a lot of ways, of course. First things first, starting with educating people and bringing awareness to the meat industry and the disadvantages that it brings to us all, because it does affect us all at the end of the day. As well as about the benefits of a plant-based diet, and it can help people make more informed choices. And with our world being more surrounded by digital social media technology, we could really use social media to our advantage 100%. Social media can change societal norms as well as the attitude towards meat consumption too. With media campaigns, celebrity endorsements, we had a whole campaign for Got Milk just to get people to drink more milk. I'm sure we could make a poster child for plant-based diets. And as well as the issue of taste preferences, if we invest in the improvement of taste, texture, and nutritional profile for these plant-based foods, I guarantee we can make a big change with that. And we can completely wipe out that issue right there with taste preference. As well as not only celebrity endorsements and social media, of course, and bringing awareness, we can get policy support. Regulating livestock farming reduces environmental impacts that's causing. For example, as per an article on the Washington Post made in February of 2023, New Zealand proposed a tax on cow emissions which could reduce the amount of methane in New Zealand's livestock, releasing into the atmosphere by as much as 47% in 2050. Or we can even go the route that Denmark's going. In an article by the Recruiters that was published in February 2023, it is stated that the Danish Climate Council, which advises the Danish government, has also recommended imposing a tax of 33% on beef to help the country meet its climate goals. And taking the steps in the right direction can lead to great things for us. There's an immediate and there's long-term impacts as well from following a plant-based diet. So the short-term immediate changes that you'll see is 100% improved air quality, as well as a decrease in air and water pollution overall. With less demand for animal products, that means less methane, ammonia, and nitrogen compounds being released into our air, therefore also our water. And on top of better air quality, a decrease in greenhouse gas emissions and the preservation of biodiversity will increase. Livestock farming is completely harmful. Once again, it leads to deforestation, habitat destruction, and extinction itself. And we might even see some economic benefits from this as well. We can create new economic opportunities And plant-based food production and alternative protein sources can make jobs for many people. With economic growth, we can also have increasing resilience to climate change impacts. And overall, making plant-based diets more prominent to combat climate change can bring immediate benefits in the terms of reducing emissions and resource consumption, while also leading to long-term sustainability and economic advantages for society as a whole. The environment can even be improved in a few aspects as well. If this massive wave in consumption plant-based food continues, we have the ability to make a change, and it simply just starts with what we eat. So why not?